Hey everybody, and welcome to the Shadow Artist Experiment. As always, I'm your host Josh, and with me is the lovely Gabby.
Hello, Josh.
Hey Gabby, it's been a while.
It's been too long.
So this is a very special show.
Special show.
It's
always a very special
This
show.
This is a very special show with us today because one, we're in a different location. We are making it work with the
We're in Gabby's basement. And
Yeah,
Josh
basically.
Thought, who did you think stole me?
Oh, I thought Gabby took forever to get these chairs.
Basement gremlins.
Not basement, Pennywise.
Pennywise.
I was very specific.
I don't know my horror. Yeah, I should.
Yeah, I was
Pennywise.
Pennywise. Tim Curry, come on. Tim Curry was the original Pennywise. Okay, so it's been a while, and so I really thought.
Pennywise and Pound Foolish. That's all I have to say.
What?
And Pound Foolish. I mean, it is. Make it work with the book, The Prosperous Heart. Pennywise and Pound Foolish.
Pound Foolish.
You don't know that quote?
No.
Pennywise, Pound Foolish.
Nope.
It's like.
Okay. Now I get it. Pennywise, Pound Foolish. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yes.
Because I was thinking Pennywise like as a word, and then Pound Foolish as like a name, and I was like, I don't know no Pound Foolish.
Who's foolish now?
I am definitely foolish. But it's been a while, and both.
Look, I'm tanner than you. It's fading, but
okay.
I'm still tanner than
So
you.
Gabby just wanted to put out there into the universe that she went to Mexico since the last time. She was just trying to find a nice transition into it, and instead, look at how dark I am.
How tan I am. Well, we are outdoors.
We are outdoors, yeah. So yeah, we just wanted to get together and talk to all of you about where we are, where we're going, because we are at the halfway point. We
are halfway.
We are halfway.
I could use a halfway house for my halfway point.
So here's what we'll do.
He won't
Gabby,
laugh at my jokes
I won't,
ever.
I won't laugh at her
jokes.
jokes.
It was a good play on words. Be wise, Pound Foolish, halfway house. Come on. Damn it.
Yeah. Gabby?
Josh!
Okay, so let's start with the...
With our
What are they called?
agreements?
No.
Our tasks?
No, not our tasks.
Our check-in.
Our check-in, yes. Let's start with check-in. So let's start with how poorly I have done, and then we'll see how well Gabby has done. See what I did? I gave you credit there.
Yeah.
I also
knowing full well
so
that it was undeserved.
Okay, so that's part of the reason why I want to talk about it, because like doing these every day is kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's not to say that like people can't do it, because I'm sure there's people who are much more organized and have not a husky in their life. That is easy.
Blame the dog.
I do blame the dog. Well, it's like he is
husky, hubby.
So husky, hubby's brother, roommate, work. Like I have so many things I can blame.
I'm so like down on the list. It's really sad.
I can't blame you for my own.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't even make the list.
Of blaming? You want to be blamed?
I want to be blamed.
So I've recently started doing morning pages again, which is great. I've been doing my count. I've been doing my timeouts. Counting, I started again, but missed yesterday. What else is there? Oh, walking is fine.
Walking's good, yeah.
Yeah, walking.
You're making me actually realize that I did do some of it.
Yeah, and I mean like, I'm like on and off again with the counting. But however, after we get done with these check-ins, I want to go into like, I'll need your book because I don't remember.
On abstinence, how are you on abstinence?
So here's the thing about abstinence, is that I have been putting money on my credit card every week, but like, also it's my. This sounds horrible. But it's also like when I want to surprise Michael with something, or when I want to do something. It's the only thing.
It doesn't sound horrible.
It's the only thing.
The same thing.
It's the only thing he doesn't have access to. Is the like he has a credit card, so he can spend on it, but he can't see like the expenditures.
I literally reached out to my ex-husband this week, because my daughter is graduating.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe we could go in on Apple Watch together.
Oh,
same
for your daughter?
time. Yeah, for my daughter for graduation.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, she'll never watch this. So she'll not know.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm also. I'll say that in a minute about this, because it's also gonna go on my credit card, but I think it's very important and it's really cute. And
I literally cannot find my Apple Watch right now either.
Don't you have a find your?
The watch finds my phone, but I don't have anything set to find the watch.
It's in your apartment.
Yeah, it's somewhere there.
Which means
we're actually
Pennywise.
downstairs
Pennywise is actually in her apartment as well.
Hanging out with Pennywise right now because my apartment is where the swamp thing lives.
And Pennywise.
And Pennywise. He's
So-
probably under my bed right now.
So, yeah, that's where I'm at with abstinence. Like when Ruben moved in was when like I took a big hit because everything for Ruben went on my credit card, and then I've been paying it off, and then like I just bought Michael his birthday present, which he already knows about.
Your
'Cause
birthday's... I just had a birthday.
you did just have a birthday. Happy birthday, Gabby.
Thank you.
My birthday's coming up, which
You're gonna have a birthday.
we'll get to in a second because I wanted to talk to you about this, and it's funny that I'm just gonna do it on camera because it'll be really funny to tell Michael eventually. However, let's go to your check-ins.
Okay. So you made me realize that I'm not quite as complete a failure
I know,
as
that's
I
how
thought.
I felt too. Yeah, as like I was saying,
As
it's like,
you were
oh.
doing the check-ins, I'm like, yeah, I actually do have been meditating every day. I got I had a relapse of like the pain stuff for the last 2 days, and severe migraine. I still have brain fog today. Like that's why I couldn't figure out who Pennywise was or any of that. I'm like,
I just think it's Gabby regularly, so.
It always has been a little Gabby-ish, but it's especially Gabby right now.
It is especially Gabby right
like
now.
we said, it's a very special Gabby show, very special Josh show.
It's a very special Josh.
Very
and Gabby.
special.
We're very special.
So in that regard, I've been very special. I had an intense migraine, so I've literally been time-outing myself for 2 days straight.
Oh, nice.
I did a hot bath and I meditated in the bath.
So you've been self-caring is what you've
I've been self-caring.
That's good for Gabby. Gabby, just watch your hair when you do that. 'Cause
Okay.
It literally sticks straight up.
Self-care, self-care.
Self-care.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yeah, I get that. I feel that way too. Like I've been beating myself up a lot, and I posted about it on Instagram about like my weight and stuff. But I've been beating myself up a lot lately about it because I just feel not like myself, and like looking in the mirror and I don't feel like myself, and like trying on clothes and they don't fit. So there's all of this like.
You know, your bestie is like a yoga person.
I do know that. And we just haven't, like, I've even talked to Gabby because I want to get into doing yoga again, because I've fallen out. I've fallen out of it because I have no space, and like the lack of space is so claustrophobic when I think about like. But it's also the weather's getting better, so
yeah,
like.
let's just meet in the park. Like
Yeah.
you can, even if we Zoom in the park, we can Zoom in the park together. We don't have to meet in the same park. You can walk down the street in Bayonne, and I can walk around the corner here.
That's
and
true.
we don't need any space to do yoga.
That's true.
We can make this happen.
We can make it happen.
That is the. I've done my timeouts. I've timed out like crazy for 2 days straight. I went to restorative yoga with Stacy Flanagan, who is a goddess.
Love you, Stacy. If
We
you
love
watch
you.
this,
Over at the boxing gym, and
where's the boxing gym?
It's over. It's over. It's just a couple blocks over there.
It's over that way.
It's over there.
Like.
It's like 5 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
Ish, so I can roll out of bed and go to work.
We're also, on a side note, on talking about things, it's 77 days before we're trying to be in Georgia. 77 days.
77.
Doesn't that, yeah.
That's a 7-7.
That's 14, that's a 5, so that's good. It's the beginning
Yeah, a lot of good number stuff going on with that.
It is also the 1st of May, which is Beltane.
Oh my god, oh shit! It's the 1st of May? Today?
Yeah.
Hooray, hooray, it's the 1st of May?
Yeah.
Outdoor fucking starts today. But I know, right? But, so it's one of my favorite holidays, actually.
Oh, really?
And I haven't done it. Do you want to go run around and ring people's doorbells with me later and leave flowers for them?
No. I want to go home. Like I have a very, so here's one of the reasons why, like
my favorite holiday.
I fit this in today.
Aside from Pi
Well, I
Day.
didn't fit it in.
Pi
I
Day
like
and May Day.
Pi Day and May Day are Gabby's favorite holidays. Let's talk about my favorite holidays. What is my favorite holiday? I love Halloween. And I haven't Halloweened like in a really long time, like really Halloweened. And Michael and I are talking about like
Yeah, Halloweeny.
well, Michael, like I've never been in a couple for like Halloween, so like
I did an exaggerated Halloween, like
Oh,
all
so
over the world,
we're
all
talking-
the haunted houses.
we're talking about dressing up as Peacemaker and Vigilante this year from the Peacemaker TV
Is
show on HBO.
Vigilante the eagle?
No, but we're gonna dress up Appa as Eagly.
Oh, equally is equal.
So we're dressing up the dog as Eagly.
I'd make a great Eagly.
You would make a great Eagly, but it would be a little weird for couples costumes.
Again, I don't even make the list.
So.
Okay, so I did my I have not done my morning pages at all.
So
I did a little bit in Mexico. Actually, I did the whole week in Mexico.
Well, yeah, literally she was in Mexico, her retreat, which she's going to be doing again in November and then again in April.
Well, okay, so we got to get into that.
Okay.
Am I going public with this?
Well, I sort of just did.
No, do I go public with why I might not do it?
Oh, you might as well.
Dun dun dun.
No, I think it's honest. Like, as long as you've already talked to Emily about it, I don't think.
No,
Yeah.
Well, of course Emily knows because
Yeah.
she lived through it with me.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about.
Okay,
So
I
this is actually a good thing to talk about.
I've taken a break from my morning pages. I got back from the retreat and I'm wiped out.
Yep.
And I kind of dropped everything. I dropped my mandala.
Did you actually drop the mandala now?
I did, and then I didn't. I dropped dropping.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever done that before?
No.
Like you dropped it, and then you're like, oh.
It sounds like my entire yoga career.
It's exactly that. I started to drop it. I said I'm dropping it, and then somehow I'm doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that way as well. Like,
Not very good at breaking up. I don't know.
I'm just. Yeah, keep going.
Okay, so. Yeah, I dropped that. I dropped the morning pages this week. I've been so freaking exhausted. I slept for 3 straight days when I got back.
But that's not unusual. And I want to say this. I'm not saying that's not unusual because you just went on a retreat. There's been a lot, like lately, the energy, like taking it to the spiritual level. The energy for everybody it's been weird. Like, and
like
some people,
stagnant.
Yeah. But this is like we're in a big what's called an eclipse portal right now because last night was the solar eclipse.
Okay.
So an eclipse portal is an eclipse, like I think it's a solar eclipse to a lunar eclipse. Don't quote me on this. I know that I'm saying it, so you can quote me on this. But
I actually read about this today.
Yeah,
That's fascinating.
So we're in.
We don't see it here though.
Yeah, the eclipse. Yeah, we didn't see the eclipse here. So, but there's still an eclipse. So there, basically, the energies that we have going on right now is we have the black moon, which is the second new moon of the month of April. We have Beltane, which is today, which I think is technically today's May Day, but
my
Beltane,
favorite holiday, May Day.
Yeah.
Where it's technically you're supposed to do baskets and
Yeah.
you put them on people's doorknob. And you ring the door and you run away, and it's secret who does it. I used to do it with my kids, so much fun.
Yeah.
And then all their friends join. You try to get 20 kids down the block
without
people finding out. And I did a really good job there.
Oh, that's great.
It was so much
but
fun.
There's all this energy coming in, like for your growth, and for like me and Michael, for instance, like it's big for us because it's a new moon in Taurus, and we're both Tauruses. As well as May Day being the month of our birth. So like coming into this month is like a big, strong month for a lot of people out there, especially us.
Okay. So the energy that I've been sitting with is that I'm never going to fix myself. And to the...
Gabby, look at you as you say that. You're like, I'm never going to fix myself.
Never going to fix
Okay.
myself.
Let's get this going a little bit.
Fix it up.
Yep, let's fix it up. Start with...
It's kind of hard to sit straight back in these chairs,
It is.
isn't it?
It really
they
is.
wobble a little too. They're fun. Mine's pink, his gray.
Yeah, looks good.
And I found them. I wiggled them away from what's his name?
What's his name?
The guy in the basement.
Oh, Pennywise.
Thank you. I'm Pound Foolish.
And Pound Foolish. His bro Pound Foolish.
That's the
I
next
love
one
that.
coming out.
I love that.
We gotta write the Pound Foolish book.
The new, oh my God, that would be so, like, I could feel Stephen King's lawyers just going off on us. Like, we came up with this idea, and I already feel like we have a cease and desist order.
Well, that's energy.
So here's the thing that I was gonna tell you. So Michael and I, we talk about this all the time that we're going to get married on May 19th, right? Of like right now it's gonna be 2023, but he's like, okay, so this is set in stone, but we still have to do the proposal. So I'm thinking about doing it at his birthday, in 2 weeks. And I'm telling, like, I know.
I just got shivers.
I know,
Like,
because I was thinking like, I was either gonna do it on his like at his birthday party, but because that's one time that all of his friends are like all of us are gonna be together.
Do you want it to be private, or do you want it to be very?
I'm not
public?
sure. So because I'm either thinking about doing his birthday or sometime like I might do it the year before. But speaking of abstinence, which is why I bring this up here, is because I'm going to put the tentative ring on the credit card. I know.
He's gonna put a ring on it.
I'm gonna put a ring on it. Yeah, so that's why I bring it up and reveal it to the audience out there.
So you did your big reveal.
Yeah.
My big reveal.
What's your big reveal?
That we had an amazing retreat. It was so
Oh
good.
yeah. Okay.
I could show you photos upon photos. We had our own like mountain.
I love how you sent the photos out on Facebook. That was like, look at what I'm doing today. Yeah, like so my life is so hard.
And I was.
You did.
Teaching yoga, and we actually did like a hardcore artist way.
Mm-hmm.
And
you did like the
and we
first
tied it to
5,
chakras.
right?
Yeah,
You did the first 5.
We did the first 5, tied it to the first 5 chakras. So we went up to the heart chakra and did there, which is perfect for ending with a retreat and all that. So it was marvelous, and everybody's like inviting their friends and their family for the next 2 retreats. And
we're getting to the big bucks.
And it's booked solid. And we have 2 extra days there, and on the last day, my roommate
Say it.
tested positive for COVID.
So, and I was like, so when you told me this, because like obviously I was in contact with Gabby, like we were just texting, like I knew she was at a retreat, so I didn't text her like all the time, but I still would text.
We were WhatsApping.
We were texting
all the
back
time.
and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So my first thought was, okay, so what are you gonna do? Like I figured like a COVID plan is always in action, like because the same thing like with people going down, right? So if let's say somebody like.
Don't think that anybody's good. I had traveled back and forth during COVID so much.
You
all
did
the way
twice,
through.
Gabby, twice.
No. I did it through the hardcore days, back and forth in Mexico that first year.
Oh, really?
I was back and forth like March and April and May. Those really.
Okay.
Yeah. And the kids came and.
So it adds the extra level of stress, and I get that. Like, I figure what you have to, like, what I would do is, one, people sign waivers, like, obviously, which I mentioned to you.
I can't, but so right now, it varies airline by airline, but basically they say 10 days from your negative test.
Oh, really?
10 days, yeah. You're supposed to be there which is really at least, it takes 4 to 5 days to get out of your system.
Yeah.
To run its course. She had like 0 symptoms too, by the way. She was a little dizzy one day.
So she basically just got like 10 extra days in Mexico.
Yeah.
I do feel bad. Like I do feel bad for Irene because.
We're not saying names.
Oh, I do feel bad for the person.
Somebody.
Yeah.
I can't disclose. Well, I'm whatever. You know.
You put pictures up all over the place of who was there.
But then they're like, who was it? Was it her or was it this one?
Okay. Yeah. But I do feel bad because of like the family, you know, like they weren't with it. Like it goes from being like.
Well, they were moving.
Yeah.
They were moving.
Yeah. I love how like.
And she's in Mexico. Mom's
Yeah.
in Mexico. We're
Yeah.
moving. Mom's in Mexico.
But I get it. I mean, but this is part of running events like that. Is that like you have to be.
Well, here's the thing though. So yes, I really want to do retreats worldwide. I want to do Costa Rica.
Yeah.
I want to do.
Costa Rica is beautiful.
Oh God, I want to go.
Shannon.
I want to go to Italy.
When I first started working with Shannon Rose, she was at like either I don't know if she was in Costa Rica when she was like when like we first started working. No, she wasn't. She was already back from Costa Rica. But I would always listen to her podcast. She would talk about being in Costa Rica, and then she came back. She went back to New Zealand, and that's when we started working together. But like, yeah, I was so jealous. Like, 'cause
Yeah, everybody keeps saying Costa Rica to me. That's the universe is playing me in that
at least
direction.
I'm
But-
looking forward to.
And Mexico is so cheap. There's no place you can't do the same retreat that I did in Mexico. In the States,
Yeah.
it was so cheap. It was you just can't do it. Like you can't.
Well, this is when you start when you have to start brokering deals with people. Like you have to start thinking bigger and brokering deals and things like that. And I agree, it's never going to be as cheap, but it's also weirdly you can charge people more because it can be like less.
No, because it's still not exotic in Mexico. Like Mexico, you
Yeah.
can actually charge more, and it's cheaper.
I've never had any even seeing the pictures and stuff. I'm still not drawn to go to Mexico in a weird way.
I just want sunshine.
Oh, I get that. But like you say Costa Rica, and I'm like, fucking
Oh yeah,
on board.
Oh yeah.
So-
Yeah. I haven't been there yet, so that's on the bucket list. Yeah. So here's the thing: I really don't think for the next year that it's valid because we each had our own floor, and somehow I didn't get it. Which I was sharing a floor with her. It's a huge floor, but
Who've had COVID like 3 times.
Yeah. And fully vaccinated.
Oh, that's actually interesting that you say that. You know, all of these. I wonder if the symptoms that you have actually
That's what I was talking about with Stacy today.
with long COVID.
Yep.
Yeah.
We both, yeah. And it's really fun to be like perimenopausal and long COVID at the same time. You're like weeding through it. Like what? Okay, so is my
What is-
COVID foot
is it
perimenopausal
my- is it-
or is it COVID foot? I don't know.
Or do I just have a cold? Because those last forever and they suck.
Yeah.
So
no, like the weird symptoms, like aching everywhere on my
Yeah.
left side of the body, only on the left side, and feeling like I get stabbed in the eye with the migraines on the left side of the body. What is that? And then,
I do feel
and-
like, just because I'm studying it and I really love doing things with you, Gabby. Is like
the
you should-
naughties.
Yeah, you
Are
should
you
be
gonna
looking.
talk naughties with me?
I was gonna talk Ayurveda, but yeah, that is.
Get naughty with it.
No, I really think like that's
My
something-
meridians and my balance and all that.
Well, no, it's like I think, and you know this. Like I'm not telling you anything.
I
that
also
you've
got
done.
the shot on both times on the left side too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I really feel like you need to be looking at your diet and changing your diet, and it sucks. Because that
I'm
actually
eating. I had Oreos all day today.
I'm eating. It's Oreos.
Leftover Chinese and Oreos, baby. I ate
Well,
today.
no, I've been the one thing like when just like when we were reading.
He's like, hear me out, damn it.
No, just like when we were reading. Is it Breath? Breathe. The book Breathe.
Breath.
Breath. Just like when we were reading Breath. You know how when
I
you're
kind of think it should have been breathe, but it is breath.
you pay like when you're reading this book, you spend so much time focusing on your breathing. Like even just when it's in your atmosphere, you spend so much time thinking about your breath. So just like that, I'm reading this book on Ayurveda called The Idiot's Guide to Ayurveda by Sahara Rose.
You like these rose people.
Yeah, Sahara Rose. I've found I came into her orbit because of my yoga instruction. Like when we were talking, like when we did the portion on Ayurveda and chakras, her books were the books that we used because they happen to have both. I'm really thinking about what I'm eating and how it makes me feel. Do you know what I mean? Like specific. Like I'm becoming more aware of the way my body feels and what I need to be eating. Like.
Does it talk about why we like cheese so much? I love cheese.
No.
But it kind of grossed me out once I found out why I love cheese so much.
Why do you love cheese so much?
Oh, because the milk is made for calves and it's made to bond the calf to the mother.
Oh,
And
that
it
makes
has
sense, yeah.
certain
Enzymes, yeah.
something in it that like it's like oxy. There's a little bit of like oxy in the milk, and it's literally to bond the calf to the mama.
I love
That's why when you eat like an ooey gooey cheese sandwich, you're like,
mama.
mama.
I say mama,
Mama.
every time I eat. No, I don't do any of that. So
You don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys?
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna steal this book because
You don't let them pick guitars or ride in steel trucks?
my dad actually was a cowboy, Gabby. Did you know that?
Yeehaw!
Yeah, he used to calf rope.
That's very cool.
So we made it.
My dad was a wannabe cowboy.
Chapter. Oh, this is it. Is this it?
Did you read the chapter?
Yep. Okay, so I really want to like.
He's like, yep. Did you read the chapter?
No, I was. I did. I did. I've read through chapter 6. I'm gonna reread it. So when we do. So.
Good job, Josh.
So the one thing we didn't do in the last video that I said we were gonna do when we did chapter 6 is the week 5 check-ins. So, what did you feel about like these check-ins? I feel like within the last year, when it came to the first question, which is dealing with your inner circle and the people you spend time with, it's like I realized how many people I'd slowly be like I've cut out of my life in a lot of ways, and this
a lot of people did that during COVID isolation, and now there's an expansiveness, but there's also a overwhelm for some people too.
Yeah, well, you talk about the overwhelm, like being out, like you used to be love of being around people, and now you're like I just kind of want to cocoon myself in my bedroom and turn into a butterfly and then fly away to Costa Rica. I just summed up your life right now. I love it. And I threw butterflies in there. That's great. So I realized but what's really funny is like some of the people I missed were like people that I don't really miss, but at the same time, like I missed that time in my life. Does that make sense? And like I don't want it back, but at the same time you still kind of miss it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's some of the people. And then like the people I should distance myself from is like I feel like I just need to distance myself.
Crazy makers. Do you have any crazy makers in your life still?
Besides me?
You are your biggest crazy
I am
maker.
my biggest crazy maker. No, like
Julia would remind you.
So yeah, the extra time out, like and then all of this, like in terms of money, like I feel codependently attached, and regarding my money I regret. I thought back to COVID again and like how much money I got and how much money I spent on the stupidest bullshit. And like there's a lot of like I always joke and mention how like I'm kind of stuck in this poverty mindset, and I realize how much it's true and how like I need to keep on with the counting, because counting at least, whereas like you worry about counting because like
there's some things that are good about the counting because somehow my cable bill has gone up. I don't know how, but it used to be like $150 or something, and now it's like $250. Like it's $100 more than it used to be.
Did you find out why?
No, I haven't figured that out yet.
But you noticed.
But I noticed,
Yeah.
and usually I wouldn't notice. I just keep paying the bill.
Yeah.
And I also realized that my phone bill, I've been talking to people about the phone bill. I pay $85 a month per phone.
Yeah.
And I've talked to some people, and some people say that they really do have a 25. I think it's kind of like a unicorn, but some people say they really do have a $25 phone bill.
Oh yeah, no, see, $25 phone bills are incredibly possible. It's just that you also don't get a lot of the bells and whistles that you have.
I don't use really anything.
You'd be surprised how many bells and whistles you use. Like,
Do I?
Yeah, like anytime you leave your house, for instance, the Wi-Fi, you're on roaming. You generally don't have to pay that fee if you're connecting to towers. Some of those $25 do, from what I understand, as well as like you have you got a new phone not too long ago.
No, I have an old phone.
Oh.
It's really broken.
Yeah.
It's a sad phone. That's why I was investigating.
Oh, what do you need to say no to? On your counting, like going into counting, I need to say no to Starbucks.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
So I probably could go into the void a little less, but I really like hanging out with Andy. And
Oh my God!
Sarah.
Oh, I have a funny Andy story. He came in. He keeps coming into Two Boots, right? Like he just comes in and orders pizza and like leaves. And I was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" And he's like, "Oh,
How do
hi."
I know you?
Yeah, he like totally he
knows everybody now. It's like you know everybody from Two Boots.
Oh,
but
it's
you
true.
actually do remember people because you got to dream about me 3 years later. So
Yeah, it's true.
6 years later.
So let's finish this. Ooh, an adventure you would like to take is, I put Savannah because that is an adventure that I'm going to take, but it's also one that I really want to take.
My mom and I are going to Savannah soon.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the end of May, beginning of June is when we're going to Savannah.
Yeah.
To check it out. She's pretty sad on moving there.
So your mom has a car, right?
She does.
Oh, so I actually have the good places and the bad places in Savannah now, and I'll send it.
We're gonna fly.
No, but I have the good places and bad places for her to be looking at apartments and houses.
Oh.
And it's not downtown. What I was saying is, she'll be fine as long as she has a vehicle, because that's something that Michael and I have to look into, which is not. Yeah, which is
Can
also.
I still scoot around Savannah, or am I gonna have to give up my scoot living?
I'm not sure. I want to get a bike, which would be cheaper than a car, but may not. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So, an adventure. We both want to adventure to Savannah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I still want to like raft the Grand Canyon.
Oh, that sounds so scary.
No. Fun.
I like that idea. So, I just got a text as we're recording this, which says my boyfriend is ready. So we need to.
My boyfriend's back, and I'm gonna get in trouble. Hey,
That's true.
Hey,
That's true.
light.
So
My boyfriend's back.
let's talk. Let's do 2 real quick things, and then we will cut it out.
We didn't go through the fun stuff. I mean,
What was the fun stuff?
That's what it said. What would it be fun to do?
Oh, I just picked out 3 of them. What would it be fun to do for you, Gabby? Like, we'll do this real quick.
I don't know. Nothing's fun anymore.
Nothing. Yeah, Gabby. It's because you have long COVID. So what I want to talk about is like, we're halfway through. We're gonna go into chapter 6 next week. What are I sent you a text about this. What are 3 goals to the end of the book? So in the last 6 weeks.
Give me yours.
Ooh.
I'll tell you mine if you give me yours.
So I want to lose 10 pounds.
Okay.
Which I honestly don't think is going to be too hard. It's honestly just stopping to eat pizza and eating more salads.
Yeah, buy a bike. Get the bike now. Bike
Yeah.
from Bayonne to here.
I used to, but bikes are like a good bike, which you kind of need to if
You
you're
don't
gonna.
need a good bike. I
You
have
do
an
kinda-
adequate bike. It's not a great bike. It's
Yeah,
an okay bike, but it gives me.
But 6.5 miles, you need a pretty good bike.
No, you don't.
I digress. Okay, so Gabby says I should get a bike. That's not one of my 3 things. So I want to.
No, you said lose weight, and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
lose
you'll
weight.
lose 10 pounds in a month if you bike from Bayonne to here.
Oh God, I would lose all the weight I wanted to lose in a month if I.
So easy. So easy.
So there's lose the weight. I want to introduce 3 things of Ayurveda into my life.
See, I feel like I've already done Ayurveda.
You do.
With isogenics. Like you put everything into the body that it's supposed to get.
Yeah. So it's very similar, but it's also like I want to I want to tongue scrape in the morning. That's like my big thing that I want to do. I want
My
to tongue scrape.
acupuncturist checks my tongue.
Yeah,
Very
I want
cool.
to tongue scrape.
I always want to ask her, what did you find out? She looks at it, but she never says anything.
And then my 3rd thing is I want to launch my program with Michael with 10 people.
Awesome.
So that one's a little harder, obviously, because it's asking people for money. But it's asking people to invest. It's asking people to invest in themselves, which is easier said than done. What about you, Gabby? What's 3 things?
I want the left side of my body to feel better, so I've been doing the work on healing the pain behind the pain and reading the damn book. And I'm calling it the damn book because, damn, it's the body.
Did you get the workbook yet?
No.
Okay.
The oh, I do have it. I have it on, but I haven't started it yet. I did like the introduction to it, but I haven't
Did you
started
get
the
a
workbook.
hard copy of it?
No.
Why didn't you get a hard copy? That's actually one book, like a workbook, you should get a hard copy of.
The Body Keeps the Score is the book, by the way.
Yeah.
And it's the pain behind the pain, and
Okay, so Gabby wants to finish this book and implement things from this book, right? That's your hope. Okay, what's number 2?
that was pretty much it. I
Gabby-
told you heal.
Yeah.
heal, and heal some more.
I think
Heal
you-
the pain behind the pain. Heal the pain.
I think Gabby needs to change her diet.
I've tried everything. I think that
She says I've tried everything, but what she's really saying is I start a lot of things.
I'm still doing yoga. I'm still doing meditation.
Oh yeah, but
I'm doing the essential oils. I love my essential oils.
Yeah.
I do them regularly. What I haven't been good about is the herbs. Actually, I have to get my herbs back from my acupuncturist. I've been going to acupuncture. So I stick with stuff. And we're still doing this. Look
Yeah,
at
it's
us.
true.
We're
It's
halfway
true.
through.
we made it halfway through.
Booyah!
Booyah! Ow! Jesus Christ! What is your? She punctured my.
I mean
punctured me.
that.
Okay, and what's the 3rd?
You said you wanted to put a ring on
You
it.
have a 3rd. What's your 3rd?
I want to feel something again. I realized that
Gabby, you need to get out. You need to get out with more people, and I think that like part of that, because you're talking about feeling. You're literally talking about like going out there and having the spark with the people you're with.
no, it's not just that. Okay, I'm watching Flight Attendant, and that's kind of was like my life. I was jet setting here, there, and everywhere for a couple years, and every week I had to get on a plane at least once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times in the week, maybe more, and I came to the realization that it made me feel alive. That all that travel and all that doing and all of that.
Well, it's because you had direction and purpose. Do you know what I mean? In a weird way. Like, I feel like that's what it comes down to, is like, and
maybe I still think that I went through periods.
Love your scarf, by the way.
Oh, Jake Johansson, thank you very much. It's gorgeous. It has an owl on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, holding a boombox. It's so cool.
Oh, that is really cool.
Oop, that's upside down, but it's very cool. I'm showing the camera, and if you're listening to this, you can't see the owl and the blue box, but it's owl, boombox, and cherry blossoms. Very cool.
Which is really funny, because I still haven't posted this on Spotify yet, and we're 7 episodes in. 6
Woo,
episodes?
baby.
Yeah.
Owl.
So,
so
7 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, like
Gabby wants
drama.
Gabby wants to feel something. Gabby wants to heal herself, and
Heal and
Gabby.
heal.
What was the third one?
I said heal and heal twice.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of true.
Heal, and
Deal with her life.
deal. Yes,
Feel,
deal.
deal. Oh, okay. And with Gabby's feel, heal, and deal,
It's like, I
call it
book
quits.
coming on. The Feel, Heal, Deal with It book.
the deal of feeling and healing.
What's the deal? Feel and heal.
And with that, I say au revoir.
We bid you adieu.
We bid you adieu. Bye, everybody.
Love you.